Hello friends, welcome to Light Classes. If you're watching my video, please like and subscribe my channel. Today in this video, we are going to talk about the chromatin net or chromatins and the types of chromatins. To understand the chromatin, first we have to see the discovery and the structure of chromatin. First, this chromatin was discovered by the Fleming. Chromatin was discovered by Fleming, and we know that these chromatins are known as a chromatin fiber. It is a thread-like structure. When these chromatin fibers get condensed, then it forms a chromosomes. So first we will see that this is a chromatin fibers. Chromatin fibers. When these chromatin fibers get condensation, at that time it forms a chromosome. Here you can see the chromosome, structure of chromosome. Here the chromosomes are formed. Now the size of chromosome is 0.25 micro to 30 micro. Size of chromosome is 2.5 micro to 30 micro, but varies in different organisms. So if we talked about the birds or a fungi, so here you can see, if we talked about birds or fungi, then the size of chromosome is 0.25 micro. If we talk about plants, specifically a trillium plant, then the size of chromosome is 30 micro. Means as compared to human cell, the plant cell has a large size of chromosome. So now we will talk about the human. Means in human the size of chromosome is 5 micro, and if we see the Drosophila, we can call it also as a fruit fly. Drosophila is a fruit fly. The chromosome size of chromosome in a Drosophila or a fruit fly is 3 micro. Okay. Now we have seen that the shape of chromosomes can be studied at the anaphase. We have seen the metacentric chromosome, submetacentric, acrocentric and telocentric chromosomes. Now the size of chromosome can be studied at the metaphase. So we will write here the size of chromosomes can be studied at anaphase. Shape of chromosome can be studied at anaphase, and the size of chromosome can be studied at metaphase. Now you have seen the some chromosome bears a satellite part. So that chromosome we have seen in a last video of chromosome, that some chromosome bears a satellite part. So the chromosome which bears a satellite part called as a SAT chromosome. Okay, a chromosome which bearing a satellite part called as SAT chromosome. Okay, SAT chromosome. And the full form of SAT chromosome is SAT. So we will write here the full form of SAT chromosome is sign acid, thymonucleonico is the full form of SAT. SAT chromosome. A chromosome bears a satellite part is called as a SAT chromosome, and the full form of SAT chromosome is sine acid thymonucleonico. Okay. Now, this SAT chromosomes are present in our body, means a human body is of, we will write the number of chromosome: 13, 14, 15, 21 and 22, means 5 pair of chromosomes are of SAT chromosome, means it consists a satellite part. NOR means nucleo organizer region, where the nucleolus organize or present. So now we are going to see about the two chromosomes, that is autosome chromosomes and a sex chromosome. First, chromosome. Meaning of chromosome is a colored body. Colored body. Chromo means color and some means a body. Means meaning of chromosome is a colored body. Now first, the constituent of chromatin or chromosome is, means chromatin or chromosome is made up of DNA, RNA, histone proteins as well as non-histone proteins. Now we will see the two main type of chromosome, that is autosomal chromosome or a sex chromosome. So we will talk about autosome and sex chromosome. Now autosome chromosome, the first 22 pairs of chromosome. If we talk about the human, then we have 2n number of chromosome, means 46 number of chromosome. 2n means 46. It means that 23 pairs of chromosome. So first 22 pairs of chromosome is autosome. 22 pairs of chromosome is autosome, but the first 22 chromosomes. Okay, and the last 23rd pair of chromosome is of sex chromosome, which determines that the child is male or female. Okay, now this 22 pair of chromosome controls the secondary sexual character. Controls secondary sexual character. Genetically it is not active. These chromosomes are genetically active, but these autosomes chromosomes are same in male and female, but due to some hormones they control the secondary character of chromosomes. Now this 23 pair of chromosome, it is a sex chromosome which determines the offspring or the baby is male or female. Okay, if double X means XX chromosome is present, then it will be a female, and if one X and one Y is present in chromosome, then the offspring will be male. So this is about the autosome chromosome and a sex chromosome. Now we are going to talk about the heterochromatin and euchromatin. These chromosomes are based on the staining. So based on staining, we will write here the base on staining. The first scientist who observed this heterochromatin and euchromatin is Emil Hitz. So we will write the scientist name, Emil Hitz, who observed this heterochromatin and euchromatin. These chromosomes are stained by the stain acetocarmine. So the stain is acetocarmine. Okay. Now, if we see the structure, first we will see the structure of DNA. If we know the structure of DNA, here you can see the structure of DNA. If you see the structure of DNA, this is double helix. You can see some lighter bands and some darker band. Here you can see the bands present inside the DNA. If you see here, then you see some darker bands and some lighter bands. Here you can see the darker band and here you can see the lighter band. This darker part is a heterochromatin. Heterochromatin. And this lighter part is euchromatin. So we will write here heterochromatin and euchromatin. Okay. This heterochromatin, as we have seen here, the heterochromatin is a darker part, darker stained part, and the euchromatin is a lighter stained part. So we will write here darkly stained part, and this is a lightly stained part. Lightly stained part. Now these heterochromatin are tightly packed. And this euchromatin is loosely packed. Okay. Now this heterochromatin is genetically inactive, whereas this euchromatin is genetically active part. Genetically inactive, whereas euchromatin is genetically inactive. Okay. Genetically active part. This heterochromatin does not participate in transcription, so here the proteins are not formed. Does not participate in transcription. And whereas euchromatin participate in transcription. This part does not participate in transcription, so here the proteins are not formed, means non-histone proteins. But whereas here this euchromatin participate in transcription, so here the proteins are formed. This is a late replicating part, whereas this is a earlier replicating part. Here less number of DNA is present, whereas here more number of DNA or large number of DNAs are present. Okay. So now we are going to see the types of heterochromatin on the next page. Heterochromatin are of two types. First one, we are going to see first one, facultative heterochromatin. Facultative heterochromatin. Another one is constrictive heterochromatin. Constrictive heterochromatin. Okay. Now this facultative heterochromatin is active for less time. Active for less time means for a small time, and this constrictive heterochromatin is inactive, always inactive. Now if we take a human cell or a cell which having two XX chromosome, if we take a cell, this is a cell, if we take this cell, then here two X chromosome are present. This is functional for few time, functional for few time, but after some time it is not functional, means one X chromosome is present and one X chromosome get attached to the nuclear membrane and form a dark body is known as a bar body. Okay, so this is a bar body is the example of facultative heterochromatin. Example of heterochromatin is bar body. So we have seen in this video chromatins, the type of chromatin on the basis of staining, as well as acrosomal chromosomes and sex chromosomes, and we have seen the history of chromosome. So thank you friends for watching my video.